Alejandro was a fisherman from Colombia, from Santa Marta, and he went out fishing for marlin and tuna, said goodbye to his family, said it was a beautiful day for fishing. He never came home because he was bombed and killed by the United States, and we brought a case for compensation, but also to stop the United States from these killings in the future. We're bringing a case before the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights. We're alleging, I mean, it's pretty simple. We're alleging that they murdered Alejandro Carranza. And in terms of the law, the only way you can bring a case against the U.S. before the Inter-American Commission is to allege violations of the American Declaration of the Rights and Duties of Man, which is the oldest human rights instrument in the world. It was signed in Bogota in 1948. In fact, it's called the Bogota Declaration. And we've alleged that the U.S. denied the right to life of Alejandro Carranza, the right to due process, the right to trial, the right to be recognized as a legal person. If the U.S. cared about, dealing with drug trafficking, they could arrest these people, try them, convict them. Even if they convicted them in a state with the death penalty, they wouldn't get the death penalty because drug trafficking is not a capital crime. So there's literally no justification for what's happening. In my view, this is a textbook case of terrorism. And what is terrorism? The definition of that is inflicting suffering on a civilian population for political ends. So the U.S. is inflicting suffering on these poor fishermen on the high seas to bring about a political end. And what is that? The overthrow of the Venezuelan government, perhaps the overthrow of the Colombian government. We know that they've been putting pressure to overthrow the government in Honduras, right? So that's what this is about. I think, as we allege in our petition, I think it goes to the top. I think it goes all the way to Donald Trump. This is a policy of the United States government. It's the policy of the commander-in-chief, Donald Trump. And the United States of America needs to be held liable for this. That's our position. This is one step in a process to stop these killings. That's what we're hoping to do ultimately. Yes, I think they can be stopped. I think public pressure is growing, and this case is being brought in concert with public pressure. We named some people, but it's against the government. It's against the United States. So it doesn't matter who's in power. We will go after them too. I will just say that for my whole life, Latin America has been a beacon of hope for me. The resistance there, it continues to be, and I support that resistance, and I urge people to continue resisting U.S. imperialism. That's my message.